Here's another princess rescue story I'm getting mixed up in. I wonder if this one will go wrong too.
I took the little liberty of at a certain water genie's express request of removing from under your pillow the disconnecting tool which you stole without so much as a by your leave.
I thought you were my friend.
Your plan's totally out of date anyway. If told me all about it. But your father's here himself now. He can sort out his own problem.
Before you. Don't be ridiculous. That wouldn't make sense. It's plain I must stand ahead of you.
There are plenty of pages with the same numbers, so they have to work out which chapter they belong and in which volume and so forth. It's also quite often there are errors in the uniforms, so they've got on completely the wrong number anyway. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
In the first place, I wasn't judging a book by its cover, as you suggested, because I could see all the pages. And in the second place, this isn't the real world. Not at all.
Oh, isn't it? That's the trouble with you sad city types. You think a place has to be miserable and dull as ditch water before you believe it's real. See you later.
A great honor to meet you, especially as it is no longer required to call you father of a little thief. I'll explain later, Dad. Wouldn't you like to meet my other new friends? The really interesting ones, I mean?
For Bashit in the ocean.
How stupid we were not to dress more sensibly. In these nightshirts, we'll freeze solid in a few hours. Fortunately, I brought along a supply of laminations. Say please and thank you nicely, and I might let you have some. Please and thank you nicely. You won't feel the cold now. How life does change. Only last week, I was a boy who had never seen snow in my entire life, and now here I am, heading into an ice wilderness on which the sun never shines, wearing nothing but my night clothes and some strange transparent stuff as my only protection from the cold. It's a case out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Ridiculous. A case of out of the fridge and into the freezer, you mean?
That's unbelievable. It spoke without moving its beak. Sound carries over water.
Saving Bashit. What a nation. What matters is to save the ocean. That's the plan to set in motion. Find the source of the poison potion, worth more than the daughter of any king.
That sounds like mutinous talk to me. What's a mutinous?
Where's Molly? Is it a plant?
You don't understand. It's an adjective. Nonsense. Adjectives can't talk. Money talks, they say, so why not an adjective? Come to that, why not anything?
I say it's a wild goose chase to go after Bashit. Yes, and what's more, she looks like a wild goose too. How dare you, Sirrah? That's our beloved princess you're talking about. Our estimable Prince Bolo, intended in beauteous bride. Beauteous? Have you forgotten that voice, that nose, those teeth? Okay. No need to go into all that.
What an army! If any soldier behaved like this on Earth, they'd be court-martialed, quick as thinking.
But what is the point of giving persons freedom of speech, if you then say they must not utilize same? And is not the power of speech the greatest power of all? Then surely it must be exercised to the full.
It's certainly getting a lot of exercise today. I don't believe you guppies could keep a secret to save with your life. We could tell secrets to save our life. However, for example, knowing any of secrets of great juiciness and interest.
I also. Shall we begin?
No, we shall not begin. Well, young Haroun Khalifa, you certainly did make some blinking funny friends. How is it that Bolo can be so certain, when every other guppy in this armada seems to take forever to make up his mind about everything?
It is love. It is all for love, which is a wonderful and dashing matter, but which can also be a very foolish thing.
With our absurd armada, how can we ever succeed in the world, where there isn't even any light to see the enemy by?
But, don't take this seriously. You are suffering from a heart shadow. It appears to most people the first time that they see the twilight strip and the darkness beyond. I, of course, do not suffer in this way, having no hearer. A further advantage, by the way, of being machine. But don't worry, you'll get acclimatized. It will pass.
To look on the bright side, these laminations certainly work. I can't feel the cold at all.
If this goes on, we're all lost. The ocean will become a frost.
The further into darkness they lure us, the more the odds are in their favor. And they know we will come because they are holding Bachit. I thought love was supposed to conquer all, but on this occasion it looks as if it could make monkeys or mincemeat of the lot of us.
Storyteller, now is the hour when you must lead us to the Champwala tents. Great matters are afoot. Bacharet's release cannot be delayed.
Look at that shadow's movements. They don't match the man's. No wonder the Champwalas like the dark. They must be blind as bats in the sunlight because their eyes are the wrong way around, like a film negative that somebody forgot to print. How many opposites are at war in this battle between Gup and Chup? Gup is bright and Chup is dark. Gup is warm and Chup is freezing cold. Gup is all chattering and noise, whereas Chup is silent as a shadow. Guppies love the ocean. Chapwalas try to poison it. Guppies love stories and speech. Chapwalas, it seems, hate these things just as strongly. But it's not as simple as that. If the Guppies and Chapwalas didn't hate each other so, they might find each other pretty interesting. Opposites attract, as they say.